This moisturizer is one that I want to recommend to those who want to take their first steps into retinol. Yeah, I just can't stop using this one. Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about the best moisturizers of 2022. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください。Welcome back to another episode of the best skincare products of 2022 in my personal opinion. This time we do have moisturizers, which I feel like in the past, moisturizers was a product category that I often didn't find that many that I was like truly in love with. But I feel like every year I'm discovering more and more moisturizers that I just love, and I do find that a common theme for me personally is they are very simple. I tend to like moisturizers that don't have too many frills, too many crazy kind of actives or characteristics about them, but something that really is just going to support the rest of the skincare product I applied and kind of put this beautiful seal on top. If you are new here, just to let you know, my skin type is dry and dehydrated. First, I am certainly going to talk about my favorite best moisturizer find of this year, and it is the P-Calm Kato Cream. So I believe it was about the middle of the year that I discovered P-Calm from memory, and I have gone through one and pretty much a second bottle. I think we're about like here on this one of the Kato Cream. Now that means a lot. Just to use up one whole product, I feel like is a big feat for someone who tries so many different types of skincare every day, but to almost go through 2 tubes of a 80ml bottle in 6 months or so, like, I love this stuff. So the main kind of focus of this moisturizer is to repair a damaged skin barrier, which I feel like is something that we could all use these days. But I did realize that a lot of moisturizers that are for barrier repairing tend to be quite thick in texture, which I do have dry skin, but I'm very fussy with textures and kind of user experience of products, and I do find some of those moisturizers just a little bit hard to work with sometimes. Whereas the P-Calm Kato Cream, the texture is like, I don't know, it's this most beautiful kind of light cream texture that is not too thick yet not too thin, that really does hug your skin, protect it without feeling heavy, and I think that's the reason why I love it. The texture is just immaculate, and the formula does have ceramides, cholesterol and fatty acids, basically all of those good stuff that is going to help repair that damaged skin barrier. It does also have a couple ingredients that are going to help brighten and even out your skin tone. So if you are suffering from some discoloration, whether it's acne scars or sun damage, this can contribute to that as well. And I feel like it is just such an easy moisturizer to use morning and night and pretty much any season. It is catered, I would say, best for normal to drier skin, but even if you do have combo oily skin, I have read it, many people love this one. It has just been my go-to moisturizer this year. I never shut up about it. I know if you guys have been with me all throughout this year, you're like, oh my god, just shut up about the Kato Cream. Yeah, I just can't stop using this one. Something that's so simple yet such a good moisturizer, the Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream. This one is basically empty. It's like mostly air in there, but I think I have like 1, possibly 2 uses left. I do have a backup on the way. I don't know why I didn't order it sooner, because it is a moisturizer that I consistently want in my collection. So I would say it is pretty similar to the Kato Cream. It does the same sort of thing. It essentially forms a protective layer to help strengthen your skin. But compared to the Kato Cream, I do find it a little bit richer and a little bit more moisturizing. So for me, on nights where I'm feeling a little bit dry, a little bit parched, I tend to reach for this one just because it has that little bit of extra moisture in it. It is also a bit more affordable than the P-Calm and also is more widely available on different sites. So if you do have slightly drier skin, I feel like this is a really good alternative. And yeah, it is Klairs, so one of my favorite brands of literally all time. And if you buy it off Western, you can get it in like such a short amount of time. So I will definitely be keeping this one in my collection. Even more affordable option with the same sort of benefits being like a barrier repairing moisturizer is the Iliune Ceramide Atto Concentrate Cream. So this one is a slightly more recent discovery, but as soon as I started talking about it on my channel, so many of you guys were like, oh my god, I love that moisturizer. It is so good. It is my holy grail. So yes, I get it. The fact that it is a humongous 200ml tube, like look at this thing. And I am pretty sure it is cheaper than both of these, being even bigger, and it is free from a lot of irritants like fragrance and alcohol, and it is again a ceramide packed moisturizer that's going to help strengthen, rebuild your skin barrier. The texture isn't quite as elegant as the two, I will say. It is quite thick, and again, as I mentioned earlier, these ceramide rich moisturizers tend to be a little bit on the thicker side, which can be a little bit harder to work with, but if you don't mind the texture, it is just such a good value for money product. And I also have been using it in areas that are really dry on my body, like my elbows and feet and knees, and it does work perfectly as a body cream as well. So yeah, just such an affordable option compared to the other two. Next, I actually have an emulsion as part of my top moisturizers. If you don't know what an emulsion is, I highly recommend checking out this video that I uploaded not too long ago explaining the benefits of emulsion, so definitely check that out. It is the Nature Hatamugi Skin Conditioning Milk. So I have been a long time fan of the skin conditioning what is it called? Hatamugi Skin Conditioner. Oh, it's just called Skin Conditioner. Yeah, I've been a long time fan of that. And then their most recent release was their emulsion, and of course, they did not disappoint. It is a beautiful product to use when it's a little bit warmer. You don't want to wear anything thick, but you do still want that maximum benefit of hydration and moisture, and this is the perfect product to do that. It does include Hatamugi extract, which is their signature ingredient in all of their products, and it is often used in Japanese skincare as a gentler option for acne-prone skin, since it does help to regulate sebum and also prevent breakouts. Not only that, it is really naturally hydrating, and it is full of amino acids, so just so many beneficial things to the ingredient that can benefit all skin types as well. This has actually become my new go-to pre-makeup moisturizer, if that makes sense. I used to use the Skin 1004 Centella cream, I think that's what it was called. I loved the kind of formulation, the texture was beautiful, and it worked really well underneath makeup. Once I used that up, I was looking for like a new option just because I didn't have a backup and I kind of wanted to explore more. I will say this one's not quite as like silky feeling compared to the Skin 104 one, but this one is light on the skin, yet deeply hydrating, moisturizing, and that does last throughout the day, which is something important when you do want your makeup to look good all day. I mean, I did my makeup like I think 6 or 7 hours ago, and I did use this today. Like, it still looks really well hydrated, even though I do have dry and dehydrated skin. So yeah, this has been my new go-to for underneath makeup, and I absolutely love it. Again, it is 230 mils, over 200 mils, and in Japan it sells for 825 yen. Like, it's just so cheap. I know it's not that available online, but if you're in Japan or if you have any like opportunity to grab this one at an affordable price, once again, an amazing bang for buck product, and I have been in love with it ever since I discovered it. Next, I do have some more lightweight options for those who do have oily or combo skin, and the first one is the Toriden Dive-In Soothing Cream. So today when I had this out on my table to like do this video, Logan, my partner, was like, oh, that was a good one too, like where has it been? And I'm like, it's been in the bathroom this whole time. But he does have more combo skin compared to me and used to have former acne prone skin, and he really liked this moisturizer. It is a nice light gel cream texture. Doesn't have a whole lot to it, but see that like beautiful jelly texture? It just feels so light on the skin. It is hydrating, it sinks in instantly, but it does not leave that tacky feeling on the skin. So if you do have oily skin or combo skin and want something that's going to hydrate your skin but doesn't feel heavy, this is a perfect one. It is also, again, a generous 100 mils, which is pretty generous for a moisturizer. And the main ingredient is hyaluronic acid. I believe it has like 4 to 5 different weights to deeply hydrate the skin. Next is another lightweight option, but a little bit of something extra compared to the Toden, and it is the By Wishtrend Probiome Balance Cream. This is one that I actually quite recently picked back up and have been using it almost every day in the morning, because the first time I actually opened it and tried it was back in March or April when it was starting to get colder here in Australia. So I feel like I didn't really get to use this one that much before it was too lightweight for my skin. But in the warmer months and in the morning, oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. Again, it is a light kind of gel cream texture. I didn't realize how much I have dug into it. That was like pretty full. I think I've used it up in the past like week or two. It does have probiotics, which is going to help to strengthen your skin barrier, and honestly has like just a bunch of different benefits for the skin. And then also has propolis, which again has so many benefits to your skin, but also is a great ingredient for those who have acne prone skin. It can help prevent breakouts. It is antibacterial, anti-inflammatory. So if you do want a moisturizer that is simple and a light texture, yet does have those ingredients that are going to help regulate your skin and keep it in check, I do think it is an amazing option. It is also alcohol fragrance free, essential oil free, although it does have the scent of propolis. If you're not used to the scent, you might be like a little bit like, what is this smell? I actually really don't mind the smell of propolis. I think it's like, ooh, it smells like something that's really good for my skin. Now for the last product, I have the Tiam Vita A Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer. So this moisturizer is one that I want to recommend to those who want to take their first steps into retinol, but you're kind of worried about the side effects, or if it'll be too harsh to your skin, or you just don't really know where to start, because it does use the gentlest form of vitamin A, retinol palmitate, and it is in a formula that is just so elegant and nice to use. As of late, I'm actually trying to semi-regularly use a Retinol, and it has been going pretty well. So this one is a little on the weaker side for me now, and Logan has actually taken over this one because he wants something a little bit more anti-aging in his routine. I just love the formula of this one. It is a light lotion type texture. I don't know why I don't just get it out of my hand. You can see it does have like some body to it, but as soon as you spread it out, it just like melts into your skin. I am not very versed with it, not gonna lie. Like, I haven't really used any products that do include any form of retinol, but this was just such a joy to use, and it is extremely gentle, so you can use it even if you are a beginner, and it is something that you could definitely work up to using as your regular nighttime moisturizer if your skin does get used to it. It is also from Tiam, which I feel like is a K-beauty brand that is very effective for how affordable it is. But yeah, from the first use, I felt like I woke up with a smoother and more plump skin. So if you do want something that is easy to incorporate into your routine that does have those anti-aging benefits, I highly recommend trying out the Vita A Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer from Tiam. And that is it. That is my top moisturizers of this year, I think. I hope I didn't leave anyone out. I always get worried. I'm like, is there someone that I've forgotten that I left out? Oh well. If you want to know my other recommendations of skincare products that I possibly may have left out from my best of videos, make sure you do check out a couple other videos from my channel. I'm sure you will enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Mwah!